This is seriously so dang peaceful right now. Just me, the birds, my milk mama Alberta here. Just grabbing some fresh milk. I'm actually gonna make some homemade cinnamon rolls this morning. Every single decision that we've made on this crazy journey of ours has led us here to this very moment. And truly, honestly, moments recently that I've just felt more aligned with our truth. Nothing has ever felt more right than right now. And I just feel so damn lucky to be here, living this dream with the absolute loves of my life. And I swear, if just a couple of years ago you told me that this is where we'd be now, I'd honestly probably just drop to the floor and weep in joy, because this is exactly what I've always wanted. This is actually my first time ever making homemade cinnamon rolls, so I'm very eager to see how they're gonna come out. What do you got there? You gonna help Mama plant seeds today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Mama. Cinnamon rolls. I've actually been doing this new thing recently where I wait 2 hours after I wake up before I make my coffee. And honestly, I feel like it helps so much with like relieving that afternoon crash that you typically get with drinking coffee in the morning. And it just makes that first sip of coffee that much more precious. What are you doing, baby?
She's giving my knee a huggy.
You're giving Daddy's knee a huggy. She's getting all of the joints down. She's got the knee down. She's got the elbow. We gotta work on the shoulder today, honey. We gotta learn the word shoulder. Oh, you're giving my knee a huggy now. That's so nice. For those of you guys wondering what the heck is a hungy, it's actually something we learned when we were traveling through Central America that is from New Zealand. It's like a way to like connect with someone is you go forehead to forehead with them.
He's hungry at everything today.
Shoulder? Shoulder?
Oh, you said shoulder! Oh, baby. Well, this one is really beautiful. And then as I was placing them on the pan, they just got uglier and uglier. They are gluten-free too, so that's why they didn't like puff up like crazy. You want one? Oh, this is really good.
You want me to eat the num-num?
Yeah.
Honey, she just got so excited when you came in the door. Dad-num!
You want me to take a bite?
Yeah.
This is so good.
Not.
Alright, sugar booger. Love you.
Love you, honey.
Have fun today.
You too.
Get in the zone, baby.
I'm gonna try. I get distracted.
You drink too much coffee and then
I start playing chess.
You wanna-
And then I lose. And then I'm like, I gotta win. And then I lose. And I'm like, I'm gonna play until I win.
And then 3 hours later, oops, I should have been editing. So usually a lot of our days involve being together 24/7, working alongside together on projects on the farm. But a couple days during the week, Jordan needs to go to town and go edit these videos. So that's actually what he's doing today. I'm gonna hang back here and work on a couple projects myself. Playing with the coffee beans this morning. So Karen just got here to help with Sade. I actually have to head down to the hardware store real quick to get a couple things for today. And I know it sounds so silly, but I feel like as of recently, I like genuinely miss Sadie so much during those 4 hours. I know it sounds crazy, but I just feel like every day just gets better and better with her. Like I am truly, truly obsessed with motherhood. But I also do need to bring some muscle here on Lola's farm if we're gonna keep making this place better and better. Because at the end of the day, Lola's farm is not just our farm. It's not just a farm to 17 animals, but it's also Sadie's farm. So we're not just doing this for us. We're most importantly doing it for you, baby girl. So I just got back from the hardware store to what I believe is the official start of rainy season. And luckily we got this roof on this little garden bed just in time. So I'm gonna get all of this soil prepped and ready to go to plant some seeds. All of this compost right here, which is basically just leftover hay and poop from our goats and from our chickens, has been decomposing here for over a year. So this stuff is more than ready to get into that garden bed. This is gonna be perfect to help me build up the soil a little bit more. And most importantly, this is just gonna increase the nutritional value of the soil that we're going to be planting into today. All I know is I am going to need a very nice, long, hot shower before I go get Sade because I am one dirty mama right now. I also have some leftover store-bought compost that I'm gonna add to it as well. How's that saying go? Who needs a gym when you live on a farm? I don't know if that's actually a saying. I think I might have made that one up, but I'm gonna go with it. Woo, baby. I'm also gonna grab some of this dirt that was left here from the massive hole. Lola, you're in my way. I'm also gonna grab some of this leftover dirt from the massive hole we just dug from our septic tank. And there's even some residual sawdust in here from doing work back here, which will also be super great for our soil and our compost.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I've ever felt better about a soil composting just situation for our garden. And now we also have all of that liquid that we get from the red worms. So I have a feeling that this garden, this planting season is gonna be a huge success. So now that the garden bed is all prepped and ready to go and the rain has actually stopped, I'm gonna try and bang out my next little project here. So the Kaylee Canal, yes honey, the Kaylee Canal is officially done. We have this whole section over here all totally done. We even tested to make sure that the water flows perfectly and it's working amazing. As you can see, white was not the color for this patio. But neither was black. The white shows all the dirt, the black shows all the dirt. Especially having 6 dogs, it is bound to just be covered in dirt. So I figured there's no better way to get a new color. That's the color of dirt. I'm gonna give this color a test on this whole section here. And if it looks really good, then eventually I'm gonna paint all of this white, this exact color as well. When you can't find a flathead screwdriver, you gotta get a little creative. I think I'm really digging this color. It's also gonna get a little bit darker as it dries. And I'm really hoping that the dirt just blends in nicely with this. All right, I feel like I gotta take a step away to make sure I really like it before I keep going. Wow. I'm digging it. I think I'm actually just gonna keep going and just paint this whole thing where that white and black used to be. I am gonna wait on the pizza oven just because Jord actually wants to add a fire blanket to it because the heat is starting to make its way to the concrete, which is making it crack. You can see all these cracks right here. So we're gonna put a nice fire blanket over it and then probably put some more concrete on top. Another thing that I was worried about with this kind of like brownish color was it wasn't gonna go with the black and white vibe of the house. But I have a feeling that if I change the color of that door, and I'm thinking red, which a lot of you guys are probably like looking at me like, we told you so. I did a poll like 2 years ago when I first painted that door and all of you guys said to do it red. You guys were right. I am so happy right now. It is just about 12. It's almost my time to take Sade. But today was an absolute missions accomplished kind of day. But here is the look of the tannish beige. We'll get a much better idea too once we eventually paint the pizza oven. But it looks so dang good, especially with all of that tile there. I feel like it just ties it together so beautifully. And then once we paint that door red, ooh, it's gonna look so dang good. The garden bed is also all ready to go to plant some seeds later, but I am absolutely covered in sweat, covered in poop, and covered in paint. So before I go grab Sade, I need to go rinse off. Let's go marching 2 by 2, hoorah, hoorah. Let's go marching 2 by 2, hoorah, hoorah. Mano. Mano. See, look at, we got some goat milk for Karen to take home. Thank you, Sadie. Why are you wearing gardens? Why are you shy? I didn't. So Karen just left. I just sent her away with some goat milk to take home, which just gets me so excited because right now I feel like we have an absolute surplus of goat milk and eggs, but I can't wait until the day where we have just an absolute surplus of vegetables that not only do we have for ourselves, but enough to just give away to all of our friends. These dogs have come a long way. Only a year ago, Raj would never be caught dead, even remotely close to anyone other than Lola. But these puppies have warmed up to this little man so much. It is honestly the sweetest thing to see. Okay, let's put this on, baby. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, ding, dong. Seeds are planted, all ready to go. Give you a little tour real quick. We have onion all right here, kale, Swiss chard, and tomatoes. I did 4 things that we use all of the time and probably use almost every other day. So now all we gotta do is wait, let Mother Nature do her thing, you know, give it a little water here and there, and hopefully we'll have some food in a few months. Also, a little fun fact that I just learned the other day is that there's a certain scent that comes from soil that actually lights up the neurotransmitters in your brain to release serotonin, aka garden therapy. It's a thing. It's totally a thing. It's science. So Sade just went down for her afternoon nap, which typically ranges anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, which I feel like is like the perfect amount of time to make a nice, healthy, nutritional lunch. Nothing like a little midday glass of white wine. JK, JK. But I will be having some of this a little bit later today. All of a sudden while cooking lunch, it just got so stunningly beautiful outside. So while it's simmering on the stove, I want to open up to you guys about something that I feel like I haven't really gone into a lot of depth about recently. I feel like a lot of the information on social media recently in regards to motherhood is negative. I feel like motherhood gets a lot of bad rap. And yes, I do think it's really important to talk about the challenging aspects of parenthood. I personally want to talk about it from the opposite end of the spectrum because I also think that it can be one of the most exhilarating, fulfilling, beautiful, and fun experiences. I feel like a big challenge that a lot of mothers have that I also felt myself early on was kind of this loss of identity. You are so engulfed in the whole experience of motherhood that, yeah, you kind of forget who you are. But at the same time, I felt like it was molding me to be a newer version of myself, a more confident, nurturing, loving version of myself. And I feel like it finally clicked for me when I accepted that. When I accepted that I am not gonna be the same person that I was. And to almost just like surrender to the whole experience itself and allow it to mold me into the mother that Sadie needs. And once I did that, once I kind of like boldly took that perspective, I feel like life truly just got so much more magical. And I feel like for the first time in a really, really long time, I truly love the person that I am. And honestly, I really feel like I could make an entire video just sitting down and talking about all of this with you guys and going into a lot of different details about how I feel like I got here. Because I think there is a lot to it. But if I would sum up the whole experience in a couple words, it would be the acceptance and the surrendering of this new version of myself that is unfolding. The things that humble you when you become a parent. I was the absolute worst before I became a parent. I used to say all the time, my child is never gonna have screen time. I'm gonna be so strict with their nap time and their sleeping arrangements. And then once you become a mother, all that shit just goes way out the window. So for lunch today, we got a creamy Italian white bean tomato spinach sauce over some brown rice pasta. We are locked and loaded, ready to go. Time to go bang out some evening farm chores. Tonight, bringing a road wine. I'm actually drinking white wine tonight. That is a pretty rare sight to see. What are you guys doing? Are you waiting for your nummies or something? Our poor little solar kiln door right here has been through a lot. The doorknob got so janked that the only way to open it is with a flathead screwdriver. But hey, it works. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yay!
Sit. Sit. Okay, what are you doing over there? Hey, Daddy, what are you doing, silly butt? Up that way, baby. No. I feel like van life, if it wasn't for van life, for living in a van very uncomfortably without a bathroom for 3.5 years, I don't think I could have lived on a farm. I feel like living in such an uncomfortable situation for so long, it gives you so much more inner confidence to be able to do hard things. Because let me tell you, farm life is not for the faint of heart. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of tending to animals. It's a lot of dirty work. And continuing to do hard, challenging things every single day, I feel like really builds your character and your resilience. Can I have a kissy?
No.
No. Oh, fine.
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 So now that the farm chores are all done.
Fine.
Listen, I have a question. Now that the farm chores are all done, do you want to do the hokey pokey?
Yeah.
Man, this sunset right now is just so magical. Oh, I need to go get Jord for this one.
Oh wow, that is great, huh?
We're all vibing over here right now. The Cuatro Amigos. Right here, baby. This is what it's all about.
Dude, this thing's the best. We live in the best place ever.
Literally heaven on earth.
Dude.
You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your head out, you put your head in there, you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Nothing like a good old hokey pokey family get down. So here we are. It is almost bedtime. Watching Moana for probably the 85th time.
I'm still editing. This is what
Jordan is
I've
still
been
editing.
looking at.
All day.
The video the last one that you saw is the one that I'm gonna
Doing
edit.
right now. I have a public service announcement. I posted this on Instagram a few weeks ago. This is by far the greatest smoothie bowl recipe I have found.
You guys know those shortcake ice creams?
Do you remember from the ice cream trucks?
Yeah.
It was like the specific strawberry shortcake,
vanilla.
crumbly ice cream pop.
It tastes exactly like that.
Just like it. And just 4 ingredients: bananas, strawberries, vanilla extract, and almond butter. Actually, and a little bit of almond milk.
3.
Yay! Let's go read Whisper. Alright. Is he behind the door? Nope, says the bear. Nope, nope, nope. Man, what an absolutely jam-packed day. I am wiped. I am feeling satisfied, fulfilled, but I just want to say we appreciate all your love and all your support so incredibly much. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe button, and we'll be seeing you guys in just a few days. Peace.